Welcome back. Supreme Industries, that's the stock on our radar. The company's past quarter's numbers weren't very great. It was a weakish set, though the stock actually has seen a good recovery from the low point of the day. Maybe the street is a little bit optimistic on the prospects for the coming fiscal. So let's understand more. We have Mr. Taparia, the Managing Director at Supreme Industries, who joins us on the show. Hi, Mr. Taparia. Always good speaking to you. Thanks a lot for joining in here on CNBC-TV18. I had a couple of questions for you. Last year, you started off the year being quite optimistic on the volume front. I think you were guiding for in excess of 20%. That came down to mid-teens. You've ended the year at mid-single digits. That's the past. What's the way ahead? What kind of volume growth can you guide for? And if you could give us your sense that, are you being conservative? Are you being optimistic? And what's giving you confidence? Please go ahead.
No, last year we have given the reason of the volume degrowth. Where huge destocking took place in our plastic piping system economy. As there was huge destocking, now the polymer PVC prices have gone down by 22% in last 8 months. And the price has become very affordable. We believe that destocking has to come back to proper stocking. So this year, last year the country had a minus 6% degrowth. This year, country is going to have a plus growth. So we anticipate we will grow 3 to 4% more than the country's growth this year.
Okay, and what would the country's growth be, sir? I think if I got that correct, you're going to outgrow the industry by 3 to 4%. So a couple of questions here. The PVC resin prices, have they already bottomed out? Point number one. Point number two is, since you're expecting stocking to take place, what is the industry estimate you're working with in terms of volumes?
Now the PVC prices the local producers are very much trying to get anti-dumping duty imposed on PVC. Already anti-dumping duty has been imposed on PVC press grade, and PVC suspension grade likely to be introduced. But even if there is no ADD also, the PVC prices have come close to bottom. It has fallen too much now in the last 8 months. We believe that in a normal given situation, the PVC prices have no scope to go further down, and business conditions and demand at this current level is quite strong in the whole economy.
Mr. Taparia, so you're saying, sir, PVC prices have bottomed out, right? The pricing you believe has bottomed out.
We believe that.
We believe that. Good. So that's out of the way. And industry, sir, I missed that number. Your estimate of growth?
In industry side, I think last year had a 6% degrowth. Normally, it should grow slightly higher than the GDP of the country. The basic forecast in the country growth is going to be 6.4%. The PVC growth should be higher than the GDP growth, and we will grow 3 to 4% more than the country's growth.
So fair to say, Mr. Taparia, that your growth for the year would be around 9 to 10% if you are expecting a 6.5% GDP growth and 3 to 4% higher is what you are saying. So 9 to 10% would be a fair estimate?
Your thinking is very correct.
Okay. Right. Mr. Taparia, you mentioned about the fact that the volumes were lower this time around, and that has also had an impact on the top line as well, because you missed your guidance for that of 11,000 crores. So what are you penciling in for FY26 now, both on the top line front and the margin front as well, if you could share those numbers with us?
We anticipate this year our top line should be around 12,000 crores. And margin should be between 14.5% to 15.5%.
So if I heard that correctly, you said 12 to 13,000 crores on the top line and 14.5 to 15.5 on the margin front, right?
No, sir. I said our top line should be around 12,000 crores.
Around 12,000, okay.
And margin will be between 14.5 to 15.5%.
Right. Okay. Sure. So, and since you've also announced new acquisitions as well recently, how's the Wavin acquisition shaping up for you as a company, Mr. Taparia?
It's going quite well. We anticipate that Wavin business will be in our fold effective July this year.
Okay, got it. All right. Sir, give us a sense about the channel inventory. How's it looking? How are demand trends on ground?
Currently, demand is quite robust because the product prices have gone down by around 12% compared to what it was in the month of April last year.
Okay, demand is quite robust. Good to hear. So there have been some reports that suggest that there have been some delays in payments from various states. How does this impact the Jal Jeevan mission and also other demand?
We do not deal much big way in government business directly. We
Yes.
go through contractor, and contractor business has gone down. So there was a big degrowth in the consumption of polythene material last year, and we also had a degrowth in consumption of polythene material. But we are not a big player in infrastructure business.
Correct. No, but there's no big indirect impact as well that you're seeing, right? As you said, you're not direct.
No big impact, except that some of our low growth was due to loss of infrastructure business.
One final question from my end, Mr. Taparia. You have around about 950 crores of cash on your books. You have also mentioned that you are still on the lookout for inorganic acquisitions. Is there something in the pipeline right now? Are you in talks with any potential acquisition candidates?
No, we had a plan to invest around 1,100 crores this year, out of which around 300 crores we required to buy the Wavin asset. And apart from that, we have got majority organic growth plan only in this year. If any suitable proposal comes, we are always available to acquire that.
Got it.
Right. All right, Mr. Taparia, thank you so much for sparing time and joining us today. Wish you good luck for the rest of the year as well. The management there of Supreme Industries expecting around 9 to 10% volume growth, margins to be higher than FY25 as well. And it shows that the stock recovering from the lows as well.
Well, that's right, Mr. Taparia, giving good news for Supreme Industries shareholders. And we have got some good news of our own for all our viewers. India's business news leader is now a click away. Introducing CNBC-TV18's all-new app. Get instant access to breaking news, in-depth articles, and financial world updates. All of this at your fingertips. Download the app from the Apple Store or from the Google Play Store, or you can just scan the QR code that's up for you on the screen.